Hey guys, Nolan here with 4-Player Network, and I'm talking with Amir Rao. He is the co-founder and site director.
Studio director.
Sorry, studio director for Supergiant Games.
Yeah.
So you worked on Bastion, which is the previous game y'all did to this. I know a lot of our fans know of the game. On our site, we've really pumped how much all of us enjoy the game.
That's awesome. Thank you.
So Transistor. New game from y'all.
Yeah.
So it's a very technological world that the game is set in. Everything seems very. I don't know the best way to word it. It seems like, I don't want to say like you're in a computer, but I mean, how would you describe the world?
Sure. So for us, we call it sort of like a futuristic city, and it's a big place, and it's supposed to feel a little bit like a real place where you can kind of explore all the nooks and crannies of a city, and go on an adventure. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So it's the main character is Red.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And from what I've seen, she's going to be a silent protagonist.
Well, her voice was taken from her.
Yeah. So at the beginning of the demo, it said that she had lost her voice.
Yeah.
So can you
I
tell
mean,
if she's going to get it back?
That's pretty much the most I can say.
All right, that's fine. Another thing, at the beginning of the game, you come across I guess a man who's been killed by a sword, killed himself. You don't really know what happened, and then it seems like he was at least his voice was transported into the sword. And then he's the narrator of the game, I guess.
Yeah, he's the voice that you hear throughout the game. Yeah.
Can you tell me any more about that?
I think for us, we were interested in doing something interesting with reactive voice, and we wanted to sort of do it in a different way than we did in Bastion. In Bastion, we had a character who was a narrator who's kind of telling your story in past tense, and here we have someone who's a little bit more immediate. He doesn't know everything that's going on, and he's learning about things kind of at the same rate you are. So he's a bit of a companion that you have through this journey.
Okay. So when I was playing, I came across a person who was being processed, is what it said. And they were processed to a certain percentage.
Yeah.
And the voice in the sword was able to communicate with them, and I didn't hear what they were saying. He did, and he kind of relayed their message to me.
Yeah.
How big of a role is that going to take in the game?
Yeah, I mean, I think, just like we're trying to make the city feel like a place, we're trying to, part of that is the characters in it, the people in it. And the ones you do meet in the playable we have so far have been processed. But we are interested in exploring that and seeing where we can take that in these little sort of interactive conversational moments you might have.
Yeah.
And I think that feel is pretty different from stuff we've done before. And we're
so will we be meeting people who aren't processed?
There's a possibility, for sure.
Okay. Going back to it being like a very technological city, I was going up to certain, like, there's a lot of different things in the game. I was like scanning stuff. So there was a big, there's some posters of the character Red, and it said they had been up for 48 days or something, and I scanned it.
Yeah.
Is that going to add anything to the game, or is it just for information on the side?
Yeah, so we're definitely interested in deepening the interactions around the environment, and I think this is a starting point for us of like, what can we do to make things interesting in the little nooks and crannies for people who do explore, who do want to push out into those other spaces and see what's there for them. Yeah. And we certainly intend to deepen that stuff.
Okay, excellent. So then, one of the unique things about this game is the combat.
Yeah.
So in combat, you have, I guess, 4 main attacks that are mapped to or at least when I played it, the face buttons.
Sure.
And then the unique thing was that you can kind of stop time and plan out a set of moves.
Yeah.
What made y'all decide to do that? That's a really interesting way to take combat.
So for us, I think we sort of build our games around the preoccupations of the people on it, and one of the things that a lot of people on the team really love are turn-based games.
Yeah.
They love Final Fantasy Tactics and Valkyria Chronicles, and I love Fallout 1 and 2, and so the combination of those things made us really want to do something that did have some of the suspense and sort of tactical nature and the sort of play at your own pace aspect of turn-based games, but in a more immediate, sort of exciting, real-time, fast game world. So. The enemies are really brutal. They can really catch up to you very quickly. So you can fight in real time, but you always have this planning mode to kind of help you navigate the space. Stop time, pick the moves you want. You can undo. You can pick different moves, and then you execute and see how your plan turned out.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So the game, not necessarily coming out in early 2014, but sometime 2014 most likely.
Yeah. I mean, we're saying early 2014, and for us. This is still pretty early, but we wanted to show it to the world, reveal it to the world, and have people get their hands on it.
No, I mean, I think all of us here at our site played it already, and it's a fantastic game.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing more. So thanks for doing this interview with me.
Yeah, no, thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
All right,
All right, guys. Nolan from 4-Player Network. We'll be back later in the weekend for more PAX coverage. Thanks.
Thank you very much.